Chapter 12. Noah Basketball.
A lot of shooters can make 20 out of 25 from the line in practice, but it's much more difficult to consistently shoot 1 for 1, to make that first shot. When shooting 25 practice shots, you can use your first few shots to get the feel of the shot. If you miss, your muscles can make a subtle adjustment to make the next shot. But games don't work that way. Whether it's a free throw or a three-point shot, you have to make the first shot in any given situation. Your muscle memory must know exactly what to do when you release the shot. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to explain why Noah can improve your 1 for 1 shooting, the only shooting that really counts. For me to recommend something and put my name behind it, it's going to have to be special. Noah is a new invention on the market that has unlocked some surprising and very important shooting realities. And so I'm recommending Noah to coaches and players everywhere. Great shooters, like the pros involved with Better Basketball, have stellar free throw and jump shooting statistics. They are great practice shooters, but more importantly, they're great game shooters. They consistently make 1 for 1. Each time they go to the free throw line, they're confident in their ability to get a swish 1 for 1. Each time they take a three-point shot, they're confident that the shot will go down 1 for 1. Why are they some of the very best shooters in the game? Both good and great shooters can keep the ball consistently straight. As an example, anyone shooting over 70% from the free throw line has learned to keep the ball straight. In fact, the main goal of my techniques in Better Basketball shooting video is to train you to consistently shoot the ball straight in all situations, off the dribble, catch and shoot, on the move, or from the free throw line. Now, one of the key reasons that good and great players can learn to shoot straight is that each time they shoot, they receive instant feedback on whether their shot was straight or whether it was off the shot line to the right or left. If the ball goes a few inches to the left, they can see that the shot went left and can adjust their stroke on the next shot. Because of this instant feedback on straightness, no player would continue to practice shooting the ball 4 inches to the left for an entire practice session. So, if a player has done what it takes to keep the ball straight, then what is it that separates the good shooters from the great ones? The answer is simple. Great shooters shoot the ball the correct distance. They seldom miss short and long, as shown in this graphic. Each of the 9 dots show where the center of the ball went through the hoop for a scoring basket, and the X is the missed shot. Note that all 10 of these shots went straight, and they also had a tight distance grouping. Compare this with the hoop chart of the 70% shooter. Yes, the shots are all reasonably straight, but there is a lot of distance variation. 2 shots missed short. 1 shot missed long. Even the made shots had quite a bit of distance scatter. Here is the surprising new finding. Great shooters control distance by controlling arc. Control arc, and you get controlled distance. That concept may take a few moments to sink in, so I'll spend the next few minutes of this video giving examples. But here's a promise that makes listening worthwhile. If you've already mastered controlling right and left, and you can then shoot with a very consistent medium height arc, you will shoot above 90% from the free throw line and near the top of your league in a three-point percentage. In the next few minutes of this video, I'll explain why this is true and how Noah can help you get there. Noah Basketball has done thousands of Noah sessions with players from high school, college, and the pros. Noah has proven that all great shooters deliver a very consistent medium height arc. Not too high, not too low. Always a consistent arc on every shot. These great shooters have strong muscle memory on the necessary power and release angle to deliver a very consistent medium height arc that goes the correct distance. Consider the free throw. Because their power and release angle for every free throw is correct and consistent, great shooters deliver a consistent medium height arc for every free throw, so they get a consistent distance for every free throw. This is also true for the three-point shot. Because their power and release angle for every three-pointer is correct and consistent, great shooters deliver a consistent medium height arc for every three-pointer, so they get a consistent distance for every three-point shot. These great shooters miss fewer shots short and long. Let me repeat this observation because it's the most important technique for you to learn with respect to arc. Strong muscle memory on power and release angle delivers a consistent medium height arc, which gives distance control. So these great shooters miss fewer shots short and long. But it's hard to train a consistent medium height arc because an athlete can't see the arc of the basketball that he or she shoots. A coach off to the side can see the arc, but not the shooter. From the shooter's view, the ball goes up and down in a line, but the arc isn't visible. Since shooters can't see their own arc, they're left to guess at proper arc. Remember my earlier comment that a shooter receives instant feedback on whether the shot is straight or not? And because of this, the shooter never accidentally practices shooting the ball 4 inches left for an entire practice session. This is not true for arc. A player can accidentally practice the wrong arc for an entire practice session and wind up developing the wrong muscle memory. Let me give an example with a fictitious player named Tom. On Monday, Tom shoots the ball with a specific power and a specific release angle to deliver a medium height arc for 200 three-point shots. Most of Tom's shots go the correct distance, so they're makes. Tom is building muscle memory on a specific power and release angle combination. Then on Wednesday, Tom accidentally shoots his first few shots with a lower release angle, and these flatter shots therefore hit the back of the rim. He adjusts by decreasing his power, and now the shots go the correct distance and go through the hoop. For the remainder of the 200-shot practice session, Tom shoots with a release angle and power that delivers a flatter arc. See the difference in the arcs between Monday's practice and Wednesday's practice? The Wednesday practice destroys the muscle memory distance control from Monday's practice. Tom has no idea that his shooting just got worse because of the bad practice on Wednesday. Tom would have been better off skipping that practice session. Now it's Friday, and Tom is back to shoot 200 more practice shots. What shot will Tom practice today? The Monday medium height shot, the Wednesday flat shot, or another completely different shot? Tom's case is not unusual. From the day that basketball was invented in 1892, all shooters have had to guess at their arc in practice. Each time they accidentally practice the wrong power and release angle combination, they confuse muscle memory. This bad practice is common. Learning is slow. Distance control suffers, so shooting percentage is lower. But now with Noah, this has changed. The first very important feature of the Noah way is that shooters get instant verbal feedback on arc, called Noah voice. Noah measures the arc angle of the ball as the ball approaches the hoop. A shot coming directly from the front is 0 degrees. A shot coming directly from the top is 90 degrees. An optimal arc is between 43 degrees and 50 degrees. Noah voice allows Tom to deliver the same power and release angle in every practice session. With Noah voice, Tom now practices only one arc, so he builds strong muscle memory for that combination of power and release angle. His distance control improves quickly, so his shooting percentage goes up. His body is trained to shoot only one shot.
44.
He shoots that shot with confidence.
44.
No guessing at the amount of power required to shoot the ball the correct distance. With that strong muscle memory,
44.
Tom is a consistent one-for-one shooter.
44.
Scientific studies prove that Noah voice instant feedback is a huge advantage for shooters.